The address of this home is 49 Mitchell Avenue. It's over off in Clay County, off Moody Road. It's a rent-to-own property for $750 a month. We rent houses out for about the same thing the mortgage payment would be. This house has been totally redone. It's got new fans, fixtures, light switches, everything. Brand new cabinets, cabinet knobs, obviously carpet and paint and all that stuff. Brand new custom-made pool liner. This is a 12-foot deep pool. It's obviously why a lot of people are showing interest in this house. Brand new pump and everything for this pool. But I tell people it's got a nice little room here. I tell people that's not what really makes it special, the condition of the house. What really makes it special is just the time that we're in, where you can own a house like that for $750 a month. As long as you have a job and you make money on some time scale, you can own a home. Notice I didn't say you have good credit. The banks are extremely tight right now, and there are plenty of people that could easily afford these payments that aren't getting loans, and that's what we're good at. We understand that process from front to back. In the end, if you have a job and you make money and you can afford this on some time scale, you can own a home, and that's what we're good at. We're looking for people that are extremely excited to own a home, that feel like they're missing out, that understand that this is the best time in the last 60 years to own a home. Homes like this 5-8 years ago would cost you 2.5 times what we're paying now. But rates are low, homes are low, and you can lock in a low 30-year rate at these levels. And if that's something that's extremely motivating to you and you have a job and make money, we're willing to work with you. Fill out the form below and I'll show you exactly what it's going to take for someone in your situation to own a home. This home or any other home. If you're somebody who isn't really extremely motivated, then I don't really want you to fill out this form. What I like to do is show you something to really show you kind of what you're missing out on. I always tell people that if they're not super motivated to get a house, or they're in tire kicking mode, or they just kind of want a home, they really need to come to places like this, because the people we're looking for intrinsically know what I'm about to show you here. This is a government website where you can use a buying versus rent calculator, GennieMay.gov. It compares, your financial bottom line, your net worth, renting versus owning. And I don't think people realize after 5, 10, 20, 30 years how much money we're really wasting on rent. And again, if you have the job and you make the money, on some time scale you can own a home. It's optional to be throwing this money away, and I hope this is the kind of number that really kicks people in the gut. If you compare $900 a month versus buying a $120,000 house right now, with these are the terms that we're getting people, you're not just tens of thousands of dollars to the better, you're $460,000 to the better if you want to own a home versus renting it. Of course, this still shocks me even. But if you're somebody that really knows that we're throwing away a lot more than just $900 a month in rent based on the compound interest of owning something. If you want to build an asset, a net worth like that, just out of what you're already throwing away in rent, fill out the form below. I promise you, as long as you make the money and you have the income on some time scale, you can own a home, and that's what we're very good at. One other thing I like to show people is, I think this is amazing. Investors from all over the country, where are they coming to? They're coming to Jacksonville, Florida to buy houses, just because of the rent to payment ratio. I mean, everybody here is paying more to rent to own. You can Google why should you invest in Jacksonville, Florida, and come up with this. I always like to play just 5 seconds of this just so you can hear it for yourself.
So, what does the Panama Canal have to do with real estate investing?
Couldn't possibly answer that.
Well, they're widening it right now. 100 years from the original.
We're also talking about the the Panama Canal widening, and we're going to get some of that business, but in the end, there's a million reasons to figure out what it takes to own a home right now. If you're somebody who wants to own a home and just doesn't know the next step because they've been turned down, or they know their credit isn't in the right spot, that's what we excel at. We know the process front to back. As long as you have a job and make money, we can help you. Fill out the form below and I'll tell you exactly what it takes to get into this property.